I'm Mike with the Wandering Wolf, and this is the Belize Zoo. Hey guys, we are here at the Belize Zoo. This particular zoo we're really excited about. They don't capture any animals here. They're all rescues, or they've rehabilitated the animals, or they've been donated from places where after being there they can't be released back into the wild. So they take care of the animals here. We're excited to go in. We're going to show you all around today. The Belize Zoo is located in La Democracia, less than an hour outside of Belize City, and makes a wonderful stop as you travel from east to west across the country. Tickets are only $15 for adults and $5 for kids, with additional activities available for purchase such as night tours and feeding encounters. The Belize Zoo only houses animals native to Belize and has grown from a tiny backyard exhibit to a facility holding over 45 native species, each with a name, a story, and a new life. So this is Sylvia the jaguar, and she is probably one of the main attractions here at the Belizean Zoo. Something to keep in mind about the zoo, and really it's more like a sanctuary, is that none of the animals here are imported or taken from anywhere to be brought here. They are all native species to Belize. So Sylvia here was actually basically rescued because of one problem that they were having was she was killing animals and dogs, and she would have been shot. So when they took her in, she had some poor health, some problems with her teeth. They were able to rehabilitate her, but unfortunately unable to release her back into the wild. Well, now she serves an important role being an ambassador for public awareness for animals like her here in Belize. So one of the things I'm most excited about seeing here is obviously the jaguar, but the harpy eagle is something that I'm really looking forward to seeing. These things are amazing. And usually when I talk to people, they don't know a whole lot about them or they've never even seen them, but they're very unique looking and really awesome. Oh my God, look at this harpy eagle. Behind me is a harpy eagle, and I don't know if you can tell, but he's got a giant rat that he is eating now. And these guys are so big. If you can tell, his claws are as long as my fingers. This guy is big enough to come out of the air and take you out for sure, no questions asked. And this guy seems like he is got a bit of an attitude, because every time we come by the cage, he's been talking junk to us. Maybe he's just protecting his food, but this is pretty cool to watch. So right here we have a crocodile. This thing is enormous. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in here and wrestle this guy to show you guys just how easy it is. I'm just kidding, no, there's no way. That thing is amazing. And when you watch people like Steve Irwin do stuff like that, and then you look at something like this close, I'm like, the level of insanity involved, I mean, or just passion, that thing is a monster. So behind me here, this adorable little creature is Margay the tiger cat, perched up in a little tree taking a nap. These javelinas, or wild pigs, are actually found all the way from Texas down to Argentina. So we're actually very familiar with these actual pigs here. We hunt them in Texas because they have populations that overrun entire areas and destroy crops and can be very destructive to the land. So this little guy right here is a jaguar undie. I'm not gonna mess with them. It says very clearly, if you value your paws, keep them out of the cage. But it's a little larger than a regular cat, and these guys are really cool looking. There he goes. I wouldn't want to tussle with him, that's for sure. So guys, this is the keel-billed toucan, which is the national bird of Belize. He is beautiful and amazing, and we are gonna try to get in here and feed him and see if he will be friends. We were introduced to Badger and Mimi, two of their friendliest toucans. They love watermelon and papaya, and we had plenty to go around. It's like pinpoint accuracy. That's so great. You know, another one, little fella. See that? So this is a tapir, and unfortunately, when he was a baby, his mother was shot. So he was rescued, and the zoo took him in. And unfortunately, when they're taken in that young, they can't be released back out into the wild. They don't know how to adapt and survive. And we're hoping to feed this guy today. Feeding the tapirs is another option available here at the zoo. Tapir are the largest land mammal in Central America and use their long, prehensile nose to sniff out food like an anteater. But it's actually closer related to a rhino, and they just love to play in the mud. After spending a couple more minutes with them, we say goodbye and continue down the trail. What's great about this zoo is that every animal here was a rescue or they've rehabilitated it, and there are no animals here that have been taken out of the wild. So it's a really great place to support, and you know, if you want to make a donation or anything like that here, you can find it on the website on how to do that. They work with local students and stuff in Belize to spread awareness and educate the public on some of these endangered species and what they're doing to save and repopulate them. One other thing to understand about these amazing creatures here at the Belize Zoo is that most of these animals will stay in their natural habitat, and the main issue isn't with them encroaching on human habitation, it's the fact that we are encroaching into their habitat, pushing them out into the open, which leads to all sorts of problems. Them invading farmland, getting hit on the roads by vehicles, shot by farmers, which is what leads to a lot of these animals having to be rescued and put into places like this where they can be rehabilitated and live out the rest of their lives. Behind me are spider monkeys, and it's really amazing at just how diverse the wildlife is here in Belize. We've got spider monkeys, tapirs, jaguars, ocelots, crocodiles. I mean, there is just an amazing amount of wildlife all throughout Belize, and this place is doing its part to conserve their habitats and spread awareness so that these animals can thrive, and what an amazing experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today at the Belize Zoo. We had an amazing time shooting this video. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you can, share the video. It really helps our channel grow. Stay safe and have a great week.